प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, आज हम मेथड्स ऑफ प्लांट ब्रीडिंग पढ़ेंगे. The methods of plant breedings in which how a new crop variety of all the better characters like yield, their color, their weight, everything that is superior to the its parental one is the main objective of plant breeding. The plant breeding is an art or science as old as agriculture started since men learned to cultivate the plants. Plant breeding is considered as the current phase of crop evolution. The selection of desired plants even today is an art which depends on the skill of a person, but skill alone is not enough. Modern plant breeding is based on thorough understanding and use of genetic principles. The methods of breeding in self-pollinated species. Introduction and acclimatization. The main objective of the plant breeding is to produce the new varieties which are superior to the all aspect than the existing one. The principal methods of breeding of self-pollinated crops are the selection, in which pure line and mass selection comes, then the hybridization, which includes pedigree, bulk population, backcross and multiple crossing methods. And other methods include multi-line varieties, single seed descent method, hybrid and population approach. Fifth is mutation breeding, and sixth is polyploidy breeding. The plant introduction and acclimatization, taking a genotype or a group of genotype into a new place or environment where they were not grown previously. Thus, introduction may involve new varieties of a crop already grown in that area, a wild relative of the crop species, or totally a new crop species for that area. When superior cultivars from neighboring or distant regions are introduced in a new area, they generally fail initially to produce a phenotypic expression similar to that of their place of origin. But later on, they pick up and give optimal phenotypic performance. In other words, they become acclimatized to the new ecological sphere. Thus, acclimatization is the ability of the crop variety to become adapted to new climatic and edaphic conditions. So, you can say the plant introduction and acclimatization is the process of transferring a new variety to a new environment, and when they are transferred to that particular new environment, they are acclimatized or adjusted there, and they are working as a new variety. Another method is pure line selection. The pure line selection is a large number of plants are selected from a self-pollinated crop. The selected plants are harvested individually. The selected individually plants are grown in individual rows and evaluated, and best progeny is selected, yield tested and released as a variety. Here in the pure line selection, which is an 8-year method, in first year 200 to 3000 plants are selected on the basis of their superior and similar phenotype. In second year, individual plant progenies are grown separately and undesirable progenies are rejected. In third year, remaining progeny are planned for the preliminary yield trial. Low yield or inferior progeny are rejected. Replicated field trials conducted at several locations. Inferior progenies are rejected, and disease resistant and quality tests are done. Best progeny released as a new variety, and the seed multiplication and distribution are performed in the 8th year. The mass selection is the traditional method for the pigeons, that a large number of plants having similar phenotypes are selected and their seeds are mixed together to constitute a new variety. Thus, the population obtained from selected plants will be more uniform than the original population. However, they are genetically different. It also takes 7 to 8 years. The schematic representation is given in this slide. For the first year, from a variable population, 200 to 2000 plants are selected with similar and desirable traits. Harvested seeds are mixed together. The mixed seeds are planted along with standard checks and preliminary yield trial is done. Phenotype of the selected population is critically evaluated. Promising selections are evaluated in coordinated field trial in several locations. If the performance is satisfactory in each location, then they may be released as new variety. Seeds are multiplied for the distribution. Then third is hybridization. The process of production of hybrid by crossing two individual of unlike genetical constitution is known as hybridization. Hybridization is an important method of combining characters of different plants. Hybridization does not change genetic contents of organisms, but it produces new combinations of genes. What are the objectives of hybridization? Hybridization is meant for artificially create a variable population for the selection of types with desirable combination of characters, to combine the desirable character into a single individual and to exploit and utilize the hybrid variety. Next is the mutation breeding. This aims at accelerating the process of developing different traits for selection, such as disease resistance, tolerance to harsh growing condition, and other valuable agronomic traits. It does not involve gene modification, also known as gene splicing. Mutation breeding used a plant to on genetic resources, mimicking the process of spontaneous mutation that's underway in nature all the time, the basis of evolution. Importantly, it broadens biodiversity. Mutation breeding is built on mutation induction and mutation detection. Mutation induction coupled with selection remains the cleanest and most inexpensive way to create varieties by changing single character without affecting the overall phenotype. Breeding methods in cross-pollinated species, that is mass selection, development of hybrid varieties, development of synthetic varieties. The mass selection in cross-pollination species takes the same form as in self-pollinated species. एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे large number of superior bearing plants are selected and harvested in bulk, and the seeds used to produce the next generation. The mass selection has proved to be very effective in improving qualitative characters and applied over many generations. It is also capable of improving quantitative characters, including yield. Despite the low heritability of such characters, mass selection has long been major method of breeding cross-pollinated species, especially in the economically less important species. The hybrid varieties, the outstanding example of the exploitation of hybrid vigor through the use of F1 hybrid variety has been shown with the hybrid maize, or you can say the Sankar Makka. The production of hybrid corn variety in all three steps: selection of superior plants, selfing for several generations to produce a series of inbred lines, which, although different from each other, are each pure breeding and highly uniform. And the third, the crossing of selected inbred lines. During the inbreeding process, the vigor of the lines decreases drastically, usually to less than half that of field pollinated varieties. Vigor is restored, however, when any two unrelated inbred lines are crossed, open pollinated varieties crossed, and in some cases the F1 hybrid between inbred lines are much superior to the open pollinated varieties. An important constituent of the homozygosity of the inbred line is that the hybrid between any two inbred varieties will always be the same. Once the inbreds that give the best hybrid have been identified, any desired amount of hybrid seeds can be produced. The synthetic varieties. The synthetic variety is developed by intercrossing a number of genotypes of known superior combining abilities, genotypes that are known to give superior hybrid performance when crossed in all combinations. By contrast, a variety developed by mass selection is made up of genotypes bulk together without having undergone preliminary testing to determine their performance in hybrid combination. The synthetic varieties are known for their hybrid vigor and for their ability to produce unusable seeds for the succeeding generations. Because of these advantages, synthetic varieties have become increasingly favored in the growing of many species, such as the forage crops, in which expense prohibits the development or use of hybrid varieties. Asexual propagation method. The major method of asexual propagation are the cuttings, layering, division, and budding, grafting. Cutting involves rooting several pieces of parent plant. Layering involves rooting of a part of the parent and then severing it. And the budding and grafting is the joining two plant parts from the different varieties. Many types of plants which are propagated by the cuttings, both woody and herbaceous, are frequently propagated. A cutting is a vegetative plant part which is severed from the parent plant in order to regenerate itself, thereby forming a whole new plant. Take cuttings with a sharp blade or reduce injury to the parent plant. Dip the cutting into a rubber alcohol or a mixture of any bleach or to 9 parts water to prevent transmitting disease from the infected plant part to healthy ones. Remove flowers and flower buds to allow the cutting to use the energy and store carbohydrates for roots and shoot formation rather than fruit and seed production.